Hello everyone, my name is Chandra Prakash Bhaguna and I gave an interview in a company called Orient Innovation, and the company location was Bangalore, and the interview date was the Feb 11 2025, and the position was the LAMP developer. So they asked me some Linux questions. Then they asked me write a CRUD validation in CodeIgniter. So I created it by using, I just created some routes by the name of user controller index, create, store, edit, update and delete, and I use the CI4 for that, CodeIgniter 4, and so the routes.php is inside the app config and routes.php. Then I created controller. So controller is inside the app controller user controller.php, and there I created some index function, create function, store function. Okay, and I have used the validation inside the store function, then edit function, then created update function, and in the last I created the delete function in the controller. Then I created model inside the app models and then user model.php. Then we use the table primary key and allow field by using the protected keyword, and then fourth is the we created display for that is the view, app views users and index.php. Then I created form, id, name, email and action. Okay, another view I created views users and create.php. Okay, and there was 3 labeled name, email and submit button. Then I created the edit.php view inside the app views users edit.php. Okay, and the same thing, we have the id, name, email and submit button. Then I created a database table. By the table name was the users and three columns, id, name and email. Okay, so by using these things I created a sample MVC. Another question they asked me MVC. Okay, so I said the MVC model view controller is a design pattern that separate an application into 3 components. That is model, view, controller. Model manage data and database logic. View handles UI and display data. Controller manage request and business logic. So explain each component of MVC with an example. Model handles DB, user.php fetch users from DB. View display data, users.php show user list. Controller manages logic, user controller.php calls model and send data to the view. Fourth, how does MVC work in PHP? User request a URL /users. Router direct request to the controller user controller index. Controller calls model user get all users. Model fetches data from DB. Controller sends data to the view, that is users.php, and then view display data. So summary is model is data, view is display and controller is logic. Another question they asked me, views in database. So in SQL, a view is a virtual table based on the result set of an SQL statement. A view contains rows and columns just like a real table. The fields in a view are fields from one or more real tables in the database. So the key points: virtual table. A view doesn't store data itself, it stores the SQL query that generates the data based on a query. it created using select statements and pull data from one or more tables. Third, no data storage. A view doesn't store data, it shows a dynamic result set based on the underlying tables. Why do we use views? Simplify complex queries. You can store complex joins and queries as views and then access them like the simple tables. Improve security by restricting access to the certain columns or tables. You can create views that only show the necessary data. Data abstraction. Views provide an abstraction layer, meaning the underlying table structure can change without affecting how user interacts with the data. So in SQL, views are typically read-only, but in certain cases you can update a views. However, there are limitations depending on complexity of the views and the database you are using. When you can update a view, you can update a view if the view is based on a single table. The view does not include any aggregation like the group by, no joins, no distinct, no subqueries in the select statement. All the columns of the view are updatable, meaning the underlying tables allows modification through the views. Where can't you update a view? So you can't update a view if it involves multiple tables. Example, joins between tables. It uses aggregate functions like sum, count. It includes distinct groups by complex subqueries. Or this view is based on the computed or derived columns like concat or case expressions. So summary is you can update views for if they are simple, single table, no joins, no aggregation. For more complex views, joins, subqueries, aggregations, you cannot directly update them. Fifth, triggers in PHP. A trigger is a code association with insert, update, delete operation, that is IUD. Trigger. A trigger is a stored procedure in database which automatically involves whenever a special event in database occurs. So example, a trigger can be invoked when a row is inserted into a specific table or when certain table columns are being updated. So when do we use trigger? A trigger is a code association with the insert, update, delete operation, that is IUD. So I think I have written this twice. Let me remove this one. Okay. So then I created a simple example to demonstrate how MySQL triggers works. First of all, a table is stored, users table, and second is the user log. So users table contains user data and user log a table to log any updates made to the users table. Step 1, create the users and user log tables. Create the users table. Create table users, user ID, username and email. In the second table, login logs, you have the data, you have the columns log ID, user ID, old email, new email, updated at. The user table stores user ID, username and email. The user log table stores logs about the email changes, specifically the user ID, old and new email value, and the timestamp when the change was made. Create a trigger. Now we'll create a before update trigger that will log any changes to the email field in the users table. So create the trigger delimiter. Create trigger before user update. Before update and user for each rows begin. If old email does not equal to new email, then insert into user log user ID old email, new email values old dot user ID, old dot email, new email, and if end. So delimiter. This before update trigger will fire before any update to the users table. If the email is changed, the old email, let us suppose the old email is different from the new email, the trigger will log the old and new email values into the user log table. Step 3, perform an update. Let's update a user's email in the users table. The trigger will automatically log the changes in the user log table. So insert a simple user Insert into user, username, email, values John Doe and john@example.com. Update the user's email. This will trigger the logging in the user log table. So update user set email equal to John Doe @example.com, where user ID equal to 1. Step 4. Check the logs. After performing the update, you can check the user log table to see the log of the email chain. Select star from user log. You should see the entry in the user log. Log ID, user ID, old mail, new mail, updated. Okay, so it will show the data. So the summary is, we created two simple tables, user and user logs. We created a trigger that logs any changes to the email field in the users table into the user log table. The trigger automatically fired when the email was updated and the changes was logged in the user log. So this was the interview in the Orion Innovation, location with Bangalore. Interview date was the Feb 11, 2025, and this was the position of the LAMP developer. So I will share more interview question with you. Till then, bye.